Let us now replace the category ID input box with a select drop down. So in order to achieve this, we will create a method in our controller. We will be using the select list item class, and we will be associating this class with the select in our view. So let's start creating a method. So we will have to use our DB context to retrieve the list of category which is available in our category tables. We will convert this to list, and we will have the list of categories. Okay. Now let's create a list that is going to hold the selected list item, and we are going to loop through our categories. And we will now add our items in the list item. We'll create an object of the select list item, and the list item has the text and the value property. So let us populate with the category name and the value property with the category ID. We will also have to pass the list item to our view. Since we do not have a property in our model, we will have to use the view data to store and pass this list item to the view. We will call this as categories, and let's save our list item to our view data. Since the value is of type string, we will convert this to string. Let's compile this. Now let us call the method in our create action method. So we will have to call it when the view loads, as well as when we are trying to validate and save the information into the database. Let's compile this. Now let's head back to our view and add the select Let us replace our text input with a select for the category ID. So let's remove the validation from here. Let's remove the input as well. Let us first retrieve the items from the view data. Ensure that we cast this to the select item list. Now let's populate our list, the select list. We have the ASP items where we are going to populate it with the items, and then we have the ASP4 helper, which will be a part of the model. So that is our category ID. Let's apply the class. Let's compile our solution. And let us run our project. Let's navigate to our products, create a new product, and we can see that now we have our categories. So now we have replaced the category IDs with the names. So now let's create a new product. And save this. Okay. So we have our category vibe with the category ID as 4. We will replace this category ID with the name. But let us create one more. Or yes, let's create one more. This time with tires. Okay. Let us create. Let us just add some suffix. Save this as tires. So we can see that we have been able to replace our category ID input with the select. Let us replace the category ID with the category name. To our product controller. In our index method, we will make some modifications. We will now include the category model, which we have defined as our navigational property. So we are using the entity framework core, and one of the good things about the entity framework core is that in order to populate the child entities, we must call the include, so that we will have the product along with the category information also populated. So let's populate our category. Let's make some changes to our view as well. So here we have the category ID. We'll call this as category name, and we are going to populate our list with the category name. Let's compile this and let us run this. Click on the products, and now we can see we have our category name instead of the category IDs.